Have you remembered the things that you created without considering the idea of perfection and standards? The feeling that you decide to let things happen as it shall, and the moment you observe that you've done it without anyone's opinion and perception. This scenario applies in many different forms and application, and one of them is making your own art and crafts. As this modern age where we are living with the attachment of social media and technology, we are subject and exposed into a massive ideology of perfections and standards. We can't deny the numerous opportunities and benefits that this modern globalization gave, but we can't also deny that it affects the way we see and understand our own capabilities and potential. Hello everyone, I hope you're doing good. For today's video, I decided to show you guys how I paint while dealing with art perfection and idea of standards. For my past video, I talked about how I'm getting inspired with multiple art content creators here in YouTube and other platforms. I admire them so much and I wish that they published more contents and art that will truly motivate and inspire more artists. I also share how I film and create my botanical art that I uploaded in my YouTube shorts. Back then, when I was a child, I used to sketch a lot of figures, characters, and surroundings coming from my history textbook. I am so amazed how illustrators draw different scenarios to convey stories as well as information. From that time, I drew a lot of faces and scenes in just a page of paper. I don't have any rules to follow. I just do what I want. I don't prioritize anything. I just want to finish it together and see them in a bigger picture. That moment was really satisfying. I wish that I could keep the sketch until now because it reminds me of my childhood experiences, sketching after school, getting a piece of paper from my pad, opening my pencil case, aligning my crayons, and allowing my sketch to happen as it shall. As I grew older and exposed with such an amazing artworks, it's very hard to not compare your skills and works from what you see. There's so many suggestions and recommendations that your mind tells you, and there are many advices that you can get online or even from your closest friends. But I conclude that the last judgment will comes from you. I experienced feeling bad about my artworks, thinking that I could have done better or I should have done it with this kind of style and color. I also experienced comparing my works with another artist who are more established and experienced than me. I observe that when you often see some artworks online or even in actual, your minds tend to create a space where it builds perfection and standards coming from what you see and what you feel. These standards affect how you create and think about how it should be done, and it comprises the process of getting real and understanding that there are many rooms for improvement. While creating this flower, I need to take a pause in recording to focus and have some time in thinking. I realize that the experience that I get from the process are the one that I should comprehend more, and the first thing that I should look upon is how I feel over the thoughts that my mind directing me to do. Because as I said on my last art blog, you couldn't remember how perfect you've done in your artworks, but you can mesmerize the satisfaction and moment that you felt while creating it. I remember when Valerie Lynch talked about art perfection on her channel, and she said that we cannot control the artwork outcome and result, but we are in control of our own thoughts and feelings while painting. It has an abstraction explanation, but I really get her point there. She added that sometimes people talk so much and it confuses our minds, and what we need is to listen to our gut feelings and tell when our work is finished. Also, putting too many details can destroy your works. That's why she loved Impressionism because it only focuses on what is important. Recently, Ashley King published an art blog where she talks about making painting while dealing with art perfection. She also addresses that it is okay to get messy while planning your whole artwork because you can cover it up with another paints. Another tip that she mentioned is that whenever art perfection takes over, you can pause and have a break in painting. If you feel overwhelmed by the outcome that you are seeing, you just need to stop and evaluate things. By that, you can zone in an area or a problem and spend hours going back and forth and trying to fix it or move in a different direction and come back after getting some rest. Also, it helps to look on a new style and strategy. It will free your mind about the perfect details that your mind telling you to do. It creates a way for you to go out of your comfort zone and try new things. In the end, dealing with perfection has so much to look forward. I also knew that discharging yourself and do what you want over the standards also means that you want to grow and discover more. Making with this kind of situation also means that you are striving for better and success or even getting out from your comfort zone. I also want to highlight that whenever you feel the pressure of perfection, take time to assess and evaluate because you need to be happy and take the chance of getting into the process and know who you are and your endless capabilities.